Hey guys, Laurel here, and in this video, I am actually going to walk you through success path number 2 when it comes to my Discovery Call Accelerator strategy. Now, the Discovery Call Accelerator strategy is a strategy that I have been working over the last 4.5 years to perfect. And without a doubt, I have been able to always hit the goals that we've set with not only my private agency clients, but also my Lean on Laurel students. And this is something that I execute every single day for myself. And so in this video, I'm going to go over success path number 2, which is going to be for those of you guys who have already validated your premium offer, meaning you've already at least sold it 2 to 3 times organically, but you're not yet at that $15,000 a month mark, okay? Now, this strategy differs from so many of the strategies that are out there because it is going to utilize the actual platform. Now, this can be executed on LinkedIn. This could be executed on YouTube, which, by the way, YouTube is actually becoming one of my favorite platforms to execute this for. And also, it obviously works on Facebook. Facebook is probably the platform that this strategy is executed on the most. But like I said, YouTube is starting to become a close second. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen. And by the end of this video, you are going to know exactly what ads you need to place, how to write them, where to find the training inside the $7 program, because a lot of people are like, there's so much content in the $7 program. And so I am going to show you guys where to find the training. These success paths we've been using with my Lean on Laurel students over the last several months, and we have noticed a huge spike in the success rate that my Lean on Laurel students are being able to reach that $15,000 a month consistently. And when I say consistently, we're talking at least 3 months. And it's because of these success paths that I put together. And so I thought, you know what? There's so many people in my $7 program that are at that stage in their business. They've tried webinars, they've tried VSLs, and they just don't have the budget that they need in order to execute that. And so we're going to go over why this strategy actually works so well, especially for those of you guys who have a very small budget. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to share my screen here. Okay. So this is going to be success path number 2 for my Discovery Call Accelerator. Okay. There are actually 3 success paths for my Discovery Call Accelerator. The first path is for people who haven't validated an offer yet. So if you haven't validated your offer, look for the video that says Discovery Call Accelerator, success path number 1. Okay, that's for people who have not validated their offer. This video is for people who have a validated offer, but you're not clear on the strategy to be consistent and you're under $15,000 a month in revenue. And then success path number 3 is a more automated process of this strategy that includes a VSL or a webinar. Okay, so let me go over what's going to be covered in this video. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to have a run through of the strategy for those of you guys who want to sell a premium offer and you want to start hitting $15,000 a month consistently. Most of the students who first come to me, their revenue is doing this. They've hit $15,000 months, but then maybe the next month they've hit $2,000. And so it's just not consistent. So if that's you, you're in the right place. I'm also going to show you how you could actually implement this strategy with as little as $500 a month. As a matter of fact, one of my Lean on Laurel students is executing this with $300 a month. I'm going to point you in the direction of where to find every single training video that you need in order to make this strategy work inside my $7 program. So there's no need to upgrade. All of the content can be found within the $7 program. And then, of course, there's going to be some of you guys who are going to be like, Laurel, I want the accelerated path. And so I'm actually going to show you how you and I could actually tag team and have this entire system set up within the next 3 days. How cool would that be, right? The sooner we can get this up, the sooner we can start to see the data come in so that we can get you results even faster, okay? So why is this strategy so effective even with a low budget? So here is a screenshot from one of my Rockstar students, Ibrahim. Check this out. 15 times his return on ad spend in just 1 week. He spent $401 in ads, again, under $500, and landed $8,500 in sales. He had his first 10,000 plus month with only working with me for 2 months. And he is well on his way to $100,000 months. As a matter of fact, him and I talked this morning, and he is closing in on $40,000 a month. And so you can see he started working with me late last year, and already he is almost halfway to having $100,000 a month. And he, like I said, he has been a rock star at implementing this strategy. And I'm going to show you guys everything that we need to do in order to execute this strategy. Okay. So how can I help? Okay. Well, apply for Lean on Laurel. And I'm actually going to drop this document below this video. And all you're going to need to do is fill out this application to join Lean on Laurel. Okay. I'm going to leave the link right here. Now, the way that Lean on Laurel works is we start with a personalized success path that's based on your solvable problem, okay? This is different for everybody. Some of you guys have a $500 program to sell. Some of you guys have a $10,000 program to sell. Some of you guys have a $1,000 a month program like me. Some of you guys have more organic audience than some people. Some of you guys have more money to spend than others. And so what I'm able to do is actually create a more personalized success path that's based on the solvable problem. Lean on Laurel is more focused on personalized help. Think of it as a high-touch consulting program where you and I partner. There's not a lot of videos to watch. Lean on Laurel is all about implementing. The first thing we have to figure out is that solvable problem. So if you guys have been struggling with the solvable problem, again, we could accelerate this entire process. Like typically from start to finish, by the time we create the solvable problem, we tag team on all of the scripts that we need, which there's not a lot. There's literally only 7 pieces and 3 scripts to this entire strategy. We're going to tag team the power offer. I know a lot of people have issues writing their power offer. You guys would have me as your consultant to actually help you write that power offer. Also your power content scripts, equally as important, right? Then what we're going to do is we're going to work together to have the entire strategy set up within the first few days. You're going to get weekly support calls where you and I will tag team things like ad copy. If the first ad copy is not converting, launching the ads, troubleshooting conversations. Because here's the thing. A lot of you guys are executing this strategy, but you're failing to convert messenger conversations into phone calls. Or you're just failing to convert comments to messenger conversations. The issue that I see with most people is they don't know how to have a messenger conversation that is going to result in getting a client. And so one of the best ways to utilize the support calls inside the Lean on Laurel program is actually bringing me your messenger conversation so that I could actually help you tweak those so that you could start actually booking calls. We also have a sales expert in the group. as well as myself, to sit and listen to any sales recording calls that you have, so that if you're having issues closing calls, there's support for that too. There's also, fair warning, accountability check-ins to ensure that you're on track to hit your goals. We have a 7-day follow-up. We have a 14-day follow-up, a 28 follow-up. Like, I am on you guys, like, because I want to make sure that we're on track. There is absolutely no lollygagging in this program. Now, you also get daily Q&A with me. We have an exclusive community. You guys have plenty of access to me. I keep this community super, super small. And so if you would like for me to help you set up this entire strategy within the next few days, and then help you optimize and scale in order to start hitting $15,000 a month or more consistently, then I'm going to invite you to apply for Lean on Laurel. Okay. If you guys want to see any case studies, testimonials, just let me know. But if you're interested in Lean on Laurel, here is the link right here. Like I said, I am going to post it below this video so that if you guys are interested in applying, you will have everything that you need. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into success path number 2 for the discovery call accelerator. Okay, the first task that I have my students write. Now remember, these are the exact same success paths that I create for my students. Okay, I'm giving you guys the exact same ones. Okay, so there's no excuses as to why you can't track your data, you don't know what's next. It's all here. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to write and post your very first power offer plus the 2 variations where applicable. Okay, and what I mean by that is we're going to post it on your Facebook profile and your Facebook business page if you use your Facebook profile for business. What I mean is where applicable is if you don't use your Facebook profile for business, we're not going to post it there, right? Also, your email list, we're going to craft the power offer in a way that's going to be conversational so that you can send it out to your email list so that you can get people to raise their hand. This right here has actually become one of my students' favorite strategies, utilizing your power offer plus the 2 variations in Reels, TikTok, and YouTube short videos. Now, right now, we're just talking organic. We're not even talking ads. And I will say this, after task number 1, these are the KPIs that we're looking for, okay? We're looking for at least 12 people saying yes, that they would like to know more. Now, remember, the power offer is a direct offer. So when people are raising their hand, it is highly likely that you will be able to book a call with them. But worst case scenario, we want at least 5 messenger conversations to get moved to a booked call. Okay. So this is usually where we see that quick win. And most of my students within the first couple of days are like, I already got Lean on Laurel for this month paid for because I just posted my power offer and I just closed a client. And so here you can see I have links for them to measure their benchmarks. And so I have them post their power offer link here and how many comments they got. I have them post their power offer variation link right here and how many comments they got, and so forth, right? These are the basic power offer and then the 2 power offer variations. Now, if this is not happening, one of 2 things are the issue. 1, your organic audience isn't the right audience, and that's okay. There's a solution for that, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Or 2, your audience is the right audience, but we're not writing the offer in a way that they're saying yes to. And so sometimes it takes 3 to 4 iterations of this, and this is where the weekly support calls come in. I have students who will come to the copy calls because we've got specific calls for copy, not only with me, but I also have an industry leader copywriter inside the program. And so if we're having issues getting that power offer to convert, Lucas will step in and say, hey, here's what we need to do. And so sometimes it takes, now in the $7 program, right, you guys have to wait every single week to make the revision and then wait for the next Ask Laurel. My students in Ask Laurel, in the Lean on Laurel program, they literally can post their power offer, get feedback the same day, and have a new revision by the next day. So when people ask me what's the difference between Lean on Laurel and the $7 program, it's speed, acceleration, and access to me on a daily basis. Okay. So that's what we're looking for. Okay. So writing your power offer plus the variations. Where can we find that inside the $7 program? If you go under the Get Ready protocol and you go to offer optimization, you will see the power offer framework. Okay. If you want some of the variations, I would invite you to grab Joel's power offer workshop here. As a matter of fact, there is a special bonus for those of you guys who buy utilizing this button right here. It's a bonus from me. Joel actually loved this offer, this strategy so much that he had me come into his private mastermind and teach this to his students. So like I said, this is a very, very powerful framework. Now, inside Lean on Laurel, I give you guys all of the different power offer variations. But if you guys want to stick with the $7 program and you want to, get some more variations, you can grab Joel's power offer workshop here. Okay. So that is task number 1. Again, these are the KPIs that we're looking for: 12 comments of people saying yes, and at least 5 messenger conversations to get moved to a call. Now, what happens if that doesn't happen? Well, for you guys who are in the $7 program, this would be a great thing to put in the Ask Laurel thread. And I can give you support on that too. So I give you guys resources in the $7 program. You guys have your Zoom coaching calls and you guys have the Ask Laurel thread. Okay, so that is task number 1. Task number 2 is to launch your power content campaign. It is super, super important that power content is the very first ad that you ever launch. And I recommend that you launch 3 of them. The KPIs that we're looking for: 15 cents per through play, $1 or less per 25% view, and we're looking for 2 to 3 cold comments per video. Now, there is an alternate to setting these up as messenger campaigns instead of a video view campaign. Just know that it's going to optimize for more messenger conversations. Where would you use the messenger version of this? Well, let's say that you are in the health niche, or if you're in some type of negative kind of niche where people might be shy to raise their hand and say, hey, I want that freebie. You might want to use a messenger campaign instead. And you could see here, my students track what's the cost per through play, what's the cost per 25% view, and how many comments. So we know if we're on the right track for being able to hit our goal. Inside the $7 program, if you go into the $5 ads, it will show you how to utilize both the power content videos where you get people to raise their hand for the value bomb through comments. You also, in this video, my 2 favorite strategies, it also talks about the messenger version of this. So if you have a shy audience that won't raise their hand, utilizing a messenger campaign for this would be great. And so instead of saying 2 to 3 cold comments per video, your KPI would be 2 to 3 messages per video. Okay. So I recommend tracking this every single month. And the way that I actually have this set up for my students is every single month I have them duplicate this strategy, because we're always measuring things from a 90-day standpoint. So I'll just have them copy this and they'll start all over for the next month so that we can keep track, because what our goal is, we go all the way to the bottom, is we want to have our monthly metrics. We want to know how many comments did we get this month? How many messenger conversations did we get? How many calls did we get? How many sales? Our bucket milestone that we're trying to get to is $15,000 in monthly revenue consistently over 3 months. A lot of people say it takes 90 days for something to become successful. My whole thing is, well, I like to say that it takes 90 days worth of data so that we can do the math, right? Because after we know this, right, if we know these monthly metrics and we're missing, you know, the total sales calls by 2, we can go back to this document and say, we could actually see, well, did we hit our KPIs for power content? No. Well, that's where we need to optimize. Did we hit our KPIs for this task number 3, which we're going to talk about right now? But you could start to see how this document is super helpful because it holds you accountable and it clearly shows you where you're missing out. I had a student who was able to get the calls that he needed, but he was falling short on sales. And so I had my sales expert work with him, and lo and behold, a little tweak to his sales calls, he was finally able to hit his monthly goals consistently and graduate from the program. And that's all it took. But he would have never known that if he wasn't tracking everything. Okay. So we've gone over task number 1, which is writing your power offer. Task number 2 is launching your power content campaign. We want to track this. Task number 3, okay? So remember in the very first task, I said, if this doesn't work, if you're not getting your 12 people saying, yes, I want this, and at least 5 messenger conversations get moved to a book call, remember I told you, it might be that you don't have enough people in your organic audience, or they're not the right people. So task number 3 is the power offer validation test. The KPI that we're looking for is 1 application per $100 to $150 spent. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to launch all 3 variations, each in their own ad set, right? So this is 1 campaign, right? This is going to be power offer campaign. We're going to launch 1 ad set per ad, and we're going to hope that we get at least 1 application per $100 to $150 spent. Now you could run this straight to your Calendly link, or you can run it straight to a messenger campaign. Inside the $7 program, if you go to the offer section, the discovery call accelerator, you will see right here the $100 ad validation test I do for all my clients who want fast validation of their power offer. Okay, so that's where you would find that video right there. Okay. So now we've gotten our power offer written, posted organically. We've got our power content running. We've got our power offer validation test, right? Now, here's the thing. You're going to have to let these campaigns run. Okay, these are 2 advertising campaigns. We're going to need enough traffic. Remember, we need at least 1,000 people who are hitting your application page or your messenger conversations. And we're going to need at least 1,000 people watching 25% or more before we can do the next task, which is going to be the ATM conversion campaign. We're not going to track any KPIs on this because we just want our audience to start seeing us everywhere. I think of retargeting as breadcrumbs, and I explain it in the ATM conversion campaign training that can be found underneath the retargeting section, and it's called the ATM retargeting strategy. Now, what I've done is I have actually posted the exact workshop that I did with my Lean on Laurel students and all of the resources that I've given them. So this is a little bonus for you guys who are in the 7NOLA program, okay? So that is the ATM strategy. Now, the next part is super, super important. You want to make sure that this gets done every single week. We want to be posting 3 weekly organic pieces over the next 30 days. What we're looking for is 5 comments per 2-step posted for a total of 60 comments. We want to have at least 30 messenger conversations, and we want 3 booked calls. And you can see here, I make them post the link to the post and how many comments. So as I am troubleshooting the things that don't work, you can see how the success path document is super helpful in accelerating on fixing the things in the strategy that students might be doing wrong, right? Look at this. Every single week, I make them post the link to their post and then how many comments they got. So I can literally tell, wow, this post got 0 comments. Let me click on this link and go look at that post and see what the hell they did. And then on the support call, we fix that. Okay. So that is what we do. Okay. So again, this is a 90-day process. By the end of the 90 days, we have 3 of these Google documents. And what we do every single 90 days is we take a look at these metrics right here. Did we hit our goal? We figure out what is the solvable problem that we need in order to hit our milestone of $15,000 a month over 3 months. So you can see how concise I am with my clients, and why they see success like this so fast is because of the ongoing support of me helping them dial in everything from their power offer to their messaging to the freaking conversations that they're having in Messenger. This is super, super important. So I hope that you guys got a lot of value out of this video. I wanted to be as thorough as possible. I did not want this to be just a Lean on Laurel promotion. This is not what this is, but a lot of people always tell me, I didn't realize that you have a program where you could literally be my consultant. And so I made it a goal this year to make sure that everyone knows that there is another program that if you want more personalized help, you want the support, you want me to personally look over your shoulder. Like, as a matter of fact, my clients I actually have their ads managers in my business manager so that I can help them optimize it faster, right? If someone says, hey, something's wrong with my ad, I pop into my business manager, I look at their ads, and I'm like, I shoot them a Loom video back and I'll say, hey, look, I just fixed it for you, right? So imagine how much faster you can get results by just tag teaming and partnering with me over the next 3 months in order to get things done. So if you're interested in Lean on Laurel, there's a link below this video that's going to lead you to this document. And all you have to do is go fill out the application. Make sure that you put accurate information, because I will reach out over Messenger and we will jam and we will see if that program would be a right fit for you. So I hope that this video served you well. I had a lot of fun making it. I've had a lot of fun doing these support documents as well. And so I hope that it's going to serve you well. And I hope that 3 months from now, you are going to send me a private message and say, Laurel, I hit my $15,000 a month over the last 3 months. And that would make me happy. So very happy. But anyway, I hope that you guys have an amazing night. I will see you guys in the next training.